Okay, think that we're live. Okay, so this is a project that I've been wanting to do for a while. It's just for fun. Just going to be throwing something together here. Very simple little remote interface using HTML5 for the interface with MPV, which is a media player in the back end. So I'm just going to start going. I was originally going to do a live video of this from beginning to end, and this morning I just started getting things set up to do this video, and I actually ended up making a lot of the program, but still needs some tweaking. Again, this is just for fun, just a a proof of concept, I guess. So let's go ahead and start looking at this. I think I might have had my microphone muted. I hope you guys. I don't know if there was audio for a part of that. Anyway, let me repeat what I was saying. Started up a web server on port 8080 because I already had Apache running on port 80, and I wanted to use Busybox. That way I can just use some simple CGI scripts without making changes to my Apache and running it as my current user. I have 4 videos inside a video folder, and when the page loads, I'll even refresh it here, you'll see it takes a couple of seconds because it's actually generating the thumbnails each time you restart the page. Rather than using preloaded, I just thought that was best to make sure that all the proper thumbnails get loaded. But what I want to change is, because right now you run it and it generates all the thumbnails and then gives the output to the page. I want it to, as it generates the thumbnails, spits out each thumbnail so they appear, so that way you kind of have the loading with the visual. So if we list out here in the videos folder, you can see I have 4 MP4s in here, and when we run our script, it creates 4 PNGs based on that. Let's go ahead and quickly look at our scripts. So inside our CGI folder, we have 2 scripts here. We have our thumbnail creator, which, as you can see, since this is a CGI script, we need to tell the web browser this is a plain text here. Then I remove all existing thumbnails. Again, this is not the most efficient way. This is just kind of for fun. Definitely probably better to check if the thumbnails already exist, but then you also have to figure out, well, what if the video files change and they're named the same? You might have the wrong thumbnails. Anyway, that's one of the reasons I just remove all the thumbnails, then loop through all the videos. I get the base name for the video, then I generate a thumbnail that's 400 by 300 pixels at 1 second into the video, and we put it in the thumbs folder .png with the same name as the video .png, and I pipe all the output into null for that so that we can also get the list of files here. So at the end it's going to start echoing out each video name, and that's how we get our thumbnails. So let's go ahead, and then we have our play files. So if we go in here and our CGI folder and we say play CGI, you can see here we actually don't need this line or this line. This line is going to look at any variables passed to the URL address, and what it's going to do is then take those, and in this case we're passing it the video name, and then it's just going to play it with PMV. So if I go back here to my web browser and I click on one of these videos, it plays, which is great. One of the things though, so it plays a video, but if I click on another now, it will start playing both videos. And I'll give you an example here. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. So I'm going to move that out of the way. So I just split my screen here. So we have the code here, our interface here, and then I have a very cheap webcam here, just so you can see. Right now, you can choose to run the script so only the local computer can use it, or the way we have it running now, it can be used remotely. So here I have opened up the web browser to my desktop's address, port 8080. I'll refresh the page here, give it a second here to load, and you can see, although it's blurry, we get the same thumbnails that we get on our desktop. So now I can use my phone as a remote control. And if I click a button here, you can see it starts playing. But if I was quickly to press each one, I should probably lower my volume here. So if I was to click 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see that I have multiple videos playing at once. If I could show you that, there you go. Which we don't want, so we want to add to our script to kill any running MPV. So let's go ahead and do that, and sorry for the blurry shots here. So, again, move this off this way, whoops. And so yeah, our script. What I'm going to do here is before we play, I'm just going to say kill all MPV, and that should prevent us from accidentally opening up more than one video. If a video is playing and we choose a new video, it will kill the first video before it starts playing. So that's one way to do that, and that should work now. Let me go ahead and see here. I will press 1. Yep, so now it's killing the previous video before it's continuing, which is good, which is what we want. Or at least what I want. So let's work on generating those thumbnails. So again, let me go ahead and go into our videos folder, lowercase v, videos, and I'm going to copy a bunch of short clips over. Right now I have 4 MPVs, or I'm sorry, MP4s in there, and I put that in there just to save room to compress them down for testing on GitHub. But let me go here, I'm going to go videos, I'm going to go Halloween, I'm going to go 2017, and then I'm going to go into night. No, let's go into original, I think would be best. And here are a bunch of MPVs. And so a few of those are the videos that we have, but I'm going to go ahead and copy all the MOVs, I said MPVs, didn't I? MOVs to our current videos folder. And now, if we come back to our script here, once those files are copied over, we can refresh this, and you can see it takes a while for our page to load because it's real-time generating thumbnails for each of them, but it doesn't output to the page until all the thumbnails are generated, which should be happening here shortly. There we go. So we have all these, and we can play them. Again, most of them are only like short little 3-second clips, but I can click and play any one of these. Again, it's using MPV as the backend, so it can play any video format or audio format too, I guess, that MPV can play. So really, not really any limitations there, because MPV or MPlayer, if you used MPlayer, you could replace MPV with MPlayer. It plays pretty much all formats. But again, the loading takes way too long, and we could just add a loading screen saying, oh, generating thumbnails, but I'd rather have it so that each thumbnail appears as it's generated. So let's go ahead and do that. Real quick, if you're following along, again, you can get this code at GitHub, and I'll quickly add the little change we made to the GitHub page, and if you want to pull it down while you're watching this, you can feel free to. Oh, but you know, I don't want to do that because that will add all those videos, and I don't want to upload those to this. So I'll put it up in a little bit. But let's go ahead and think this through. CGI bin thumbnail creator. So here it's saying to loop through each one of the videos and outputs and puts it out. So what I think I need to do, I need to create one script that lists all the videos, and then have the web page request one video at a time to load. So let's go ahead and try doing that. What I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to say copy. Let's go into our CGI folder, and we're going to copy thumbnail creates to thumbnails list. And we will go into that file, and we'll say, sure, we'll say remove thumbnails, list videos, and we won't do the conversion here. And if we run that script, oh, I just edited the wrong file. Let's go back into that. Yes, we want to vim thumbnails create, uncomment that, go into thumbnails list, and leave that commented out. Right, so now we should be able to thumbnails list, and there you go, it lists all the videos. So really you should call it video list, but whatever. And now I want to call that with my JavaScript, so I'm going to go into my index.html here. And my font's a little bit bigger than I normally work in, just to make it easier for you guys to see. So let's really quickly look at this code. So we have on document loads, we say load videos, which is really loading the icons, which calls our thumbnail create, then takes that list, splits it into an array based on each line. As long as the item in the array is not blank, we're going to then call the icons function, which basically just adds some HTML, appends it to our icons div tag there. So let's go and see. Icons. So really what we want to do is create a new function. Function list videos, I guess, would be a good name for it. And here we're going to say to get CGI bin thumbnails list, and then we're going to create a function here. Call this data. And in here, we're going to say var, we'll call it videos equals data dot split. And we're going to say split at each new line character. And then we'll say basically what we were doing in the other function. Videos dot for each, we're going to loop through it. Function, we'll call it v for video. And here we're going to say if v does not equal, so as long as it's not empty, we're going to say, what do we want to do here? Now we're going to loop through each one. So now we can say, what do we call this function? Load videos. We can say load videos, but we're going to pass it v. Up here we can remove our load videos, and we can put in list videos. So now we need to adjust our load videos, which again is really the loading icons. And we're going to pass it the video, so we just put a V here. And here I'm going to do it sloppily. I'm going to say vid equals plus V. And then we just say here, we can get rid of all this. And here, we're going to just put in data, I think, if I'm thinking properly. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to our page here. Let's open this up and let's refresh and see what happens. No errors, network, all. Oh. Yeah, icon, passing it data. What are these? These are giving us no response here. Oh, because I have to tell our CGI script, vim cgi-bin list or thumbnails create to actually get a variable. So let's real quick just pop into our CGI play function here, and we're going to say 3yy, and here I'm going to paste that in. And actually we don't want to remove each time because we'll delete our previous ones. So let's go ahead and remove that. And here we're going to say we can get rid of our for loop because we're not looping through each one here. We're doing that in our JavaScript. Okay, so now we're going to say get vid base name, and then here that all looks right except, yep, no, that's right. Echo that. Let's go ahead and refresh this now. Not found. What did we not find? Thumbs, vim index. We're going to say open a new tab. Yeah, why is it doing that? Getting the list, looping through each one. Thumbs, create CGI. And that should be correct. I don't get why it's doing that. I'm sure someone watching is going, oh, it's this. Let's look at this. It's this is why I hate doing live videos, because I always get stumped on something. Oh, CGI. Where is that coming from? Oh, we got this, which is returning that, which we need to fix. Okay, so real quick, I see one problem. Here, yeah, that's the right one. Vid equals base name of I, not I. That's part of the problem there, because I'm still thinking in the loop there. We're going to say video equals $vid. Let's put that in quotations. Whoops. And Here we're going to say video. And here we're going to say video. Let's see what happens now. Let's just run this. Not found. And so we got movie out there. The thing is, we got that we got an extra space there. Let's go back to here. Is that right? Let's try this. Thumbnails, there we go. And we should actually say this. We should say our Vim index videos. So we're getting our create here, and really we should say here we'll say var video equals data dot split new line. And this is because I'm just outputting things on new line. I'm not using a proper format like JSON or something like that. We should get that, and then we'll change this to video. Let's see if that works any better. Okay, let's see. So we're getting that. And here we're saying this thumbs. It's creating it. Icon. Okay, so... Oh. Are we not? We're going to list thumbs. Yeah, so our thumbnails are not being generated. That's part of our problem. So here we're saying video. We should echo out some of our variables here just so we can see what we're getting. We're going to say echo $video. And we're going to click this. And if we go up here, what do we get? So we got that. Oh, okay. Yes. I know the problem. We got to go videos. Now let's see what happens here. So, okay. So we got it, but it's still not loading like I want it to. It's loading them one at a time, but after it's completed them all. This Vim index. So we're calling this, and it's looping through that for each one of those, and it seems to be doing it. It's loading these images. They're just not appearing. Pending, pending, pending. Maybe it just takes that long to generate. There's got to be a better way of doing this. Because basically I just made all those changes, and it's basically doing the thing it was doing before, only with more requests and processing. Let me just test something here. We're going to say if that, then this. We're going to say set timeout function, comma. Let's just put a 1 second pause in there. See what happens now. I just want to see how that affects it. 70 requests. No, something's not right. Yeah, because it's MOV. Let's see. 900. Let me try this. I'm gonna go console. Let's go in here and disable this. put in here, we're going to say load videos. So, reading each one, splitting it up, then reading for each. There's got to be a more efficient way to do this. Let me see here. I'm going to add to this console.log test. Oh, right. And then we're going to say, go ahead and add this back in. Test 41 times. So if you look closely, it's adding the items. It's just taking a little second for them to load. Oh. What happens? So it's overriding. I still need to come up with the remove function in the scripts. This is probably a pretty boring video. But that's what I'm doing. So we're going to say see, I could make it so that it checks if the thumbnail already exists and doesn't regenerate it. And I'm thinking like this is a real project. Again, this is just for fun. And I don't have to remove. Let me do this. Let me go into thumbs, create. And I'm going to say remove. And I'll just remove PNG there. What happens if I move? Well, that doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter. Let's see what happens now. I don't think that'll make a difference. Yeah. Into index. Oh, you know what? Let me put set. No. Load videos. Loop. My second thing before didn't make sense because it was just delaying them all a second, not staggering them per second. I could do this. Var x equals 1000, or actually 0 would be best. And then here I'm going to say set timeout function this, comma, x. And then I'm going to say x plus equals 1000. Well, that's delaying it the second. I just don't get why the pictures aren't loading. Source, network, clear all. Well, I kind of give up on this again. It's not a big deal because it's just a stupid little project. But I might as well have left it how I had it before. But that's kind of like the point of this video, was to do something. And right now I still have what I started with. Well, this is why I shouldn't do live videos, because I'm just stumped. And in fact, I'm just going to really just put everything back how it was before. Let's go ahead and remove HTML that, clone that, HTML, let me go PSAUX, grep HTTPD, is that still, I'm going to kill all Busybox. Yes, that is what I meant. Thank you. And then in here I'm going to HTTP. Oops. Back to our original 4. Okay, so we'll just do it. I really shouldn't do live videos, but I get tempted every once in a while. Let me just shrink this down so I can read it better. What I'm going to do, I am going to add in a header here. I'm just going to say h1 id equals status loading and then up here I'm going to say when this is complete. No, I'm not even going to do that. Yeah, I think I'm going to delete this live video. You know what? If you saw this video live, good for you. You're going to probably be one of the only ones, because this whole video has just gone to... Okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this boring video that got nowhere. And I hope that... Oh, what's this person saying? Instead of Emacs, okay, let's see. All potential messages, not now. What OS is this? Debian. Let's see. Just get stash. Stop doing live videos. Don't stop doing live videos. I love them. You love watching me make a fool of myself. I should have started off from scratch, because I had no problem making the program up until the end there, which was just a mess. So let me go ahead and let me read through these comments you guys have been leaving. Is there audio for this stream? I'm assuming, can you guys hear me now? Because I did have it, there was a few minutes ago, but it's gone now. Yeah, because I accidentally clicked pause. Or mute on my microphone, but that was a while ago. It's fine, rewind, start, it cuts off, finish talk. You guys can hear me talking now, right? Yeah. Chris, dude, just wanted to say thanks for sharing your knowledge. You're awesome, man. Thank you. Screw Chromecast, this is the way to go. Top-notch YouTuber. I appreciate the nice comments. I just wish this video went better. I use something like this. Terminal UI waste a lot of time. I don't really like CGI bin, but seems okay for this use case. Yeah. So yeah, CGI bin. I've mentioned this in previous videos. So when I'm running a web server, I like Apache. Apache is what I use. But if I'm running scripts on something like this, it's just easier for me to start up Busybox. It's small, and it will allow me to run the scripts as a current user. So like, if I was to try to run this as Apache, I'd have to change all these permissions, and because it's loading up MPV on the machine. and Apache wouldn't give me permissions to do that. But since I'm running Busybox as the current user, it's going to run as the current user and use the current display as the current user. So that's what allows me to do this. You could do it with Apache, but it'd be a complete pain in the butt. So yeah, I completely agree. Using Busybox HTTPD, I use more for scripts and applications like this where I'm controlling stuff either locally or remotely. I just want a GUI interface. But then I use Apache when I'm actually just running web servers. I'm doing database stuff like that. Hopefully my program live stream doesn't overlap too much with yours. Yeah, I'm just about done. Let's see. You could tell Git to only track CGI. Yeah, I know. I could make a .git file to ignore certain things. I just wasn't going to get into that in this video. You're probably using Vim instead of Emacs. What OS is this? I already said Debian. And you don't stop. I just now turned it on, bro. Yeah, I completely screwed up this live stream. Yeah, for those of you who just got here, this whole video has just been horrible. And I'm running out of time. I didn't have much time. I'm doing this during my son's nap, and he's going to be getting up soon, and things are going to get noisy in the house. I'll try this again with something else that maybe I'm a little more prepared to do. I mean, I got my basic application. For those of you who have just joined us, basically, it's a HTML interface. It's up on GitHub. If you go to github.com/MLX1000, search my repositories for HTML front end for MPV video player. Just download it and start up Busybox HTTPD. I'm actually going to throw a script on there. Actually, let's do that real quick here. I'm just going to say vim start.sh bin bash, and I'm just going to say Busybox HTTPD -p, and that's just if you want to run it on a different port, 8080. So if you run that in here, and I should make sure that you have Vim installed. So what I'm probably going to do, or Busybox installed, since that's what I'm using here, I'm going to say if file, pretty sure Busybox is usually in, is it in here? Yep, Busybox. So if this file does not exist, then, whoops, then do, and I'm going to say, oh, not then do, I'm just messing everything up. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm going to say echo Busybox needed, echo installing Busybox. And of course, this, what I'm doing here, will only work on Debian-based systems, and really you should never really put sudo inside a script, but I'm going to say sudo apt update and sudo apt install Busybox. And again, Busybox is very easy to install on most things. It's on a lot. So technically I could run this script on like an ARM thing real easy. And let's just say changement +x start. And if I run that, oh, of course I already have it running, but if I kill all Busybox, now try to run it, yay, it should successfully run. I should probably have some sort of output there. So I'm going to say vim start echo starting Busybox, and we'll say if this is successful, echo Busybox started, else echo Busybox server failed. That should be, I wonder if that will work since Busybox goes in the background. Will it still continue with this? Let's see. So it should fail now because it's already running. Yep. Then if I kill all Busybox and try again, started. Okay. So I can put that on GitHub. Anyway, again, sorry for this horrible video. Thanks for watching. Someone wrote, apt-get. Yeah, I like aptitude for searching through files, but then I usually use apt to install just because I like the little progress bar it gives. I very rarely use apt-get just because it's my least favorite of the three, but they all do the same thing as long as they're installed on system. Aptitude is not always installed on systems. Like Ubuntu removed it, so I usually use apt in my scripts nowadays. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. I hope that you all have a great day. Check out the script. Again, it's up on GitHub. And yeah, have a good day.